Hi. So, I got a little story something that happened to me the other day. I might have more than one story, and one of them is going to be great. Won't tell you which one. That's the trick. So, the first story, I was at Walmart the other day, and there was this guy. He was walking, just walking, like me. We were both walking, and I passed right by him. And I'm a nice guy. I'm looking nice. I'm like smiling. I'm like kind of saying have a nice day, in a facial expression kind of way. And you know what he does? He says nothing. He doesn't smile. He just walks right on by. It was kind of one of these faces. It was just like, and you know what? I'm in contact, been getting in contact with my lawyers to try and get to the legal ending of this where, he can pay some, what's the word that you use? Dues? Dues isn't the word, but we're going to say dues. He's going to pay his dues for not being polite to me. It's, I don't know, smiling. Being nice. Yeah, so there's that. But now we get on to a more exciting story. A story about a man named Kroger. Or at least I think his name was Kroger. He looked like a Kroger. I didn't actually ask him his name. It's a long story, but we're gonna make it short. So I was driving, and this dude just jumps in my car, and I was like, "Whoa, why are you jumping in my car?" And he's like, "Well, I need a ride, man, and I figured this was the best way to get one." It's like, fair enough. So where are you going? We drove. I think it was like a 10-mile drive. He gave me an address, and I took him to this house, but the house was more like ruins. There was not really a house there. So I stopped him like, let me actually pretend I'm looking at him. This is where you're going? This is your house? And he said something along the lines of, yes, I'd much rather live in a dump than in a actual house. It's more comfortable this way. You get more airflow. People don't suspect that you're committing tax fraud. Yeah, he said that. So, Kroger, that's the story of Kroger, because at that point, I just let him get out of that car. Like, bye Kroger. I didn't say bye Kroger because, I didn't know if that was his real name, but I'm sure it was. That's Kroger with a C, believe it or not. Okay, so there was one more story. What was the story? Oh, the explosion! There was this explosion. Okay, so I'm actually on the highway this time. I wasn't on some slow road like where Kroger can jump in my car, I was on the highway, and there's an airport over not too far from me. I think it's like 5 miles or something. Yeah, so I'm on the highway, and I see an airplane in the sky flying. Clearly, no, it was falling. Ooh, bad joke. There was a plane crash recently. So there was a flying airplane, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I hope that thing doesn't crash, because it would crash right on top of me, because, it was like kind of right above me. Why did I think that? I don't know. I'm me. I think things. So this airplane's flying, and so I don't even see the explosion over by the airport. I don't even see it. There's a giant explosion. I'm talking like poof and mushroom cloud type thing. It was gnarly, but I didn't see it until the end. I didn't even hear it. Like I'm on the highway over here, driving right near it. Like not near it. Surprisingly, my windows didn't get blown out, but it must not have been that powerful. It was just big, like big enough to see if I would have been looking. But no, just looked at this airplane until I was like almost past the explosion. Then I look and I'm like, there was an explosion. I see like the end of the explosion, the sparks going down. And surprisingly, there was never anything in the paper about it. Must have been like, I bet the government did it. Yeah, the government probably made that happen and then like covered it up, Maybe some people died in the explosion. Might even been a hit. The government was like carrying out a hit, taking someone out, like someone that knew how to use water for fuel, you know? Yeah. So anyway, those are the crazy stories. Let me know in the comments if you would like to hear more crazy stories, because I got a lot of crazy stories, you know?